Hello everyone, Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week 27. Took last week off because it was a slow week. This week we don't have many earnings as well, but didn't want to take another week off. So here we go. Here's our disclosure. As always, this content is for educational purposes only, not providing any investment advice. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investments involve risk. Here's the agenda for the week. I'll go ahead and cover the news, provide a market overview of the indices, and we only have 18 companies reporting this week. Here's our results for week 25. Had 9 zones, went 1-0, no entries in 6. Check out WGO as it is leaving the zone at the moment. Didn't do a video last week. However, we went 1-0 as Nike hit last weekend on the email I sent out. Here's what the earnings picture looks like this week. Again, nothing happening on Monday. Pretty not many big companies this week. I guess the biggest names we got this week is Pepsi, WD-40, and Levi's usually doesn't move. And then we got Delta on Friday. Went ahead and updated the list, and we had MU and Nike work for us, putting our numbers at 72 and 16 on the year. All right, moving on to the news. Monday morning, pay attention. We got a PMI report at 7 o'clock, so 30 minutes into the open. We can cause some volatility. Other than that, nothing happening on Monday. Transitioning into Tuesday, nothing happening in the US stock markets. For those of you trading futures and Forex, be mindful that the New Zealand dollar has some reports after hours. Then transitioning into Wednesday, we got the FOMC at 11 o'clock. That'll be Walsh's first video that he displays. Then Thursday, unemployment claims might affect the markets, but as you can see, it's pre-market, and they haven't declared this to be a significant event. And then we have nothing on Friday besides the Canadian dollar reporting. So again, futures and Forex traders, pay attention that the Canadian dollar may move on Friday. All right, to our chart, starting with the SPX. As you can see, we've stayed between our boundaries, pretty much our demand to supply, supply to demand, and demand now back up to supply. Utilize this level with caution. There still is supply up here, but again, July is notorious for a very positive month. So this is still intact, 75.63.69 to 76.24 on the supply side. On the demand side, I have nothing for you. Still here, 72.38.19 to 71.70.27. Moving on to the NASDAQ, same picture. Supply zone 3450 to 3791.84. On the demand side, we got a long way to go now. Here on the demand side, 27,820. 11 to 27,485. NASDAQ still weaker than the S&P 500. Moving to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones making an all-time high, strongest of the bunch. No supply in the Dow Jones. 497.16 to 492.30 on the demand side. There is no supply of the Dow Jones. Rut moving sideways here, just capitulating. No supply in the rut. Don't have a demand zone for you to all the way down at 2721.44 to 2690.31. Do have levels on the lower time frames, but those for our members, if you want to know how to get that, check out the website. Moving into earnings and transitioning into earnings, first company I have for you is going to be ticker symbol PENG, Peng. No supply in this company. First demand zone I have for you is going to be at 46.53 to 42.64. Subsequent level at 39.12 to 35.97. Next company I have for you is going to be Saratoga. Ticker symbol SAR. Demand and supply levels have been holding all year. 21.14 to 20.14 on the demand side. Be mindful this level has already worked. Then on the supply side, same thing, 25.44 to 27 even. This supply zone has worked as well. Next company I have for you is going to be Helen of Troy, ticker symbol HELE. Same thing here, 16.32 to 11.07 on the demand side. This level has already worked, so utilize it with caution. Supply level all the way up at 52.09 to 60.39. Next company I have for you is going to be Levi's, ticker symbol LEVI. Levi's has been in our zone pretty much for a very long time now. It might break out of here. So utilize this level with caution. This level, is there another level on top of here? I don't think there. Oh, there is. Okay. So utilize this level, this 2462 to 2667 level with caution. You have another level here at 29.80 to 30.91 on the supply side. Have no demand for you till $16.33 to 15.17. Next is Pepsi. Pepsi's probably the biggest one we have this week. We hit our level this week. Our members took this trade 135.50 to 132.87. What I'd like to see if we can come back and come test these areas to take this trade again, to take it back up. 131.91 to 127.51 is our next level. And then we don't have supply till 158.05 to 162.89. And lastly, this week, WD-40, ticker symbol WDFC, supply demand zone at 172.36 to 163.66, supply 269.69 to 279.97. Gonna do it for me in the charts this week. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor and follow me on social media. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video. Help us get to 1,000 likes. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to email me. Until next time, happy trading.